Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, President William Samoei Ruto is preparing for the tour of Mount Kenya region. This is going to be a 1-week tour, what he referred to as working tour. But we know it is just a campaign tour, nothing near development. He is not going to develop anything. He is not going to deliver anything to the people, but he's going to push for his political agenda through rhetoric, just going to give promises. That is how he's pushing for his political agenda. But before the president visiting Mount Kenya, he had a meeting at State House with the leaders from Mount Kenya region, all counties from Mount Kenya. They met with the president at State House ahead of the tour. And I was looking at the meeting at State House and the people who attended. So the man who was leading Mount Kenya delegation to State House is now Kithure Kindiki. Remember, we have Mount Kenya East and the West. So he was meeting both of them. At that meeting, one thing came out. Some of Mount Kenya region members of parliament, senators, and other opinion leaders in Mount Kenya missed that event. I mean, they boycotted William Ruto's meeting at State House. That is what I've been able to see. But this is what Ruto posted during the meeting. Constant consultation with the elected leaders provides the best platform for the liberation and consequently implementing transformative development programs that benefit the citizens of our country. On this front, we were truly on courses on our programs anchored under the bottom-up economic transformation agenda. The Deputy President, Kithure Kindiki, met MPs from the Mount Kenya counties, State House, Nairobi. We discussed the progressive we are making in coffee, tea, and dairy farming, infrastructure development, affordable housing, and a fresh produce market, among others. That is what Ruto posted. Then a number of photos. One thing you have to ask yourself, most of the time when Ruto is meeting leaders from a specific area or a region, he will go on to list the names of those leaders, Honorable so and so, Honorable so and so, till down there. How comes he avoided mentioning their names? Sometimes even he mentioned them and where they are coming from. Lakini hakutaja. Kuna wabunge wengi, tuna maseneta wengi hatukuwaona pale. Kina Gadhoni wa Mshomba. But there are new faces that we saw there, and Ruto is claiming that he is meeting elected leaders. I've even seen bloggers, UDA bloggers, wako wamekaa pale. They were in attendance. Someone like the Doya, huyo ni blogger, hajapigiwa kura mahali popote, hata si mwanasiasa, just a blogger, lakini alikuwa kwa hii kikao. So Ruto is saying that nimekutana na viongozi wa Mlima Kenya. Kwanza amesema elected leaders. Kuna MPs wa kutoka Mount Kenya. Kuna CS wa kutoka Mount Kenya. Kuna wale viongozi wa UDA party kutoka Mlima Kenya wenye wako kwa side ya UDA ya Ruto wenye wanajua bado wanakulia pale. These are then few members of parliament who still rely on Ruto. Of course, governors will attend, but not even all of them. Ni magavana pala tujawaona. So definitely, if you look at that, the people of leaders of Mount Kenya boycotted Ruto's meeting at State House. The question is why? President anakuja, anawapanga mkuja State House, ndio akuje. Then some leaders boycott the meeting. There are so many reasons, but before we look into these reasons, I have a quick request for those who are watching this channel and you have not subscribed. Please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much, and to all our viewers, please support our work here by giving this video a thumbs up. That is one reward that you can do free of charge. Just give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to our discussion. There is the current war between Ruto and Gachagua. This war seemingly shows that Ruto and the UDA party is going to be an unpopular party in Mount Kenya ahead of the general election in 2027. So, which politician is going to risk associating him or herself with a person who is unpopular and seemingly fighting the region by fighting senior leaders in the region? Currently, William Ruto is being viewed as an enemy of Mount Kenya because he has been fighting some leaders, trying to bring down someone like Gachagua. Gachagua had grounded himself very well from the time he was made the deputy president. And he has enough resources. He's planting a sense of political direction in the masses in Mount Kenya. Meeting after meeting in Wamunyoro has the reason why leaders in Mount Kenya boycotted Ruto's event. Wanataka kuwa na kiongozi ambaye anaweza wafund, cha pili anaweza plant a sense of political direction. Gachagua is doing that. And there is the sympathy card in Mount Kenya towards Rigathi Gachagua, saying that where Gachagua will be, that is where people who are sympathizing with him are going to be. With that alone, leaders who are interested in being re-elected in Mount Kenya will not waste their time going to State House because they will be viewed as part of the betrayers of the mountain. That is one reason that made Ruto not to have enough numbers, and not to mention leaders who attended his meeting and bring in bloggers kujaza zile to warm the seat. Ionekana kulikuwa na watu. Ruto, secondly, is taking hot air projects to Mount Kenya. The people of Mount Kenya are only interested in service delivery. Therefore, if you're in Mount Kenya, you are supporting William Ruto, and Ruto is bringing nothing into your area, how does it add value? It doesn't. So because leaders in Mount Kenya are well aware that the man in the State House is going to bring hot air projects on the ground with the fake promises, they are not interested in such things. That can explain the reason why they boycotted that visit. Kwa nini tukuja kusikiza hot air watupange? Then another thing, number 3, and this explains the reason why Ndindi Nyoro cleverly went on to commission all the projects that he had completed in his constituency. He knew Ruto is coming. And what does Ruto normally do? When he calls these members of parliament, he's going to ask them question. Wewe kwa kaunti yako, kwa sub county yako umefanya nini? Umejenga shule? Najenga kama ni KMTC, najenga tuko na TVET inaendelea, najenga hospitali, nimejenga sijui ofisi ya county commissioner. Hizo Ndindi Nyoro had done some. That is where Ruto is going to spend more time and dwell on those projects to come and commission on his name. Ndindi Nyoro was commissioning those projects in his name. No one can go and recommission them. Lakini Ruto anataka kuja commission projects done by members of parliament in his name. Look at that. Sasa wabunge wamesema tuta allow someone to come and take credit from what we have done without his input. Cha mwisho. Tano unaelewa. Ameita hawa wabunge aanza kufanya rehearse. Barabara ya kutoka sijui wapi kufika wapi, kutoka wapi kufika wapi, kutoka wapi kufika wapi, ambazo hazijaundwa, awapeana promise vile zitaundwa. Kila mbunge ataja barabara za kwake. Na yeye kazi yake ni kuchukua kalamu, kwanza kuandika chini. Alafu akibaki peke yake, anaanza kumemorize. Na hizo ndio anakuja nazo kwa ground. So they found that this meeting has no any additional value. That's why some of them avoided going there. I don't know your views, but please let us know in the comment section to continue with this discussion. Thank you so much and see you in our next video. But please, if you reach this far, just subscribe. That's my humble request. And again, giving this video a thumbs up is of great help to this channel. Thank you so much and see you in our next video.